So it's Ali McCoist and Ian Durrant to get this match underway on a day when sports fans in the west of Scotland are gorging themselves on major events. There's classic racing, World Championship boxing, and this, the biggest stage in the country, playing host to what has been billed as match of the day. But right away, we can see that it's certainly going to be a very competitive one, as Hearts playing in all white to get that free kick conceded there by John Brown. And it's the ex-Ranger, Derek Ferguson, to take it. The referee scoring an infringement. Ian Baird in the thick of things with Richard Gough. And now Rangers have the free kick. Little touch by Houstra, intercepted by Berry. That's McCall. McPherson. And a touch for the Rangers captain, Richard Gough. Headed down by Levine, picked up by Derek Ferguson. In steps Durrant. Now it's Ian Ferguson for Rangers. It's searching run by Ferguson. Oh, a terrific effort by Ian Ferguson. Applause ringing all around the stadium. A superb run. Well, you can see the confidence has returned to this man. He said just the other day that power was so much part of his play. Well, he powered his way through the Hearts defence. And great to see him back in this type of action. Retaining possession. Right across the face of goal. That was some sterling defensive work by Trevor Stephen. Now it's Ali McCoist. Finding Ferguson. It breaks away though to Peter Van de Ven. Played forward there, looking for Tosh McKinlay. He's a player Rangers will really have to keep a close grip on this afternoon, but there's the free kick now awarded to Rangers. Ian Baird, the culprit. Well, Joe Jordan, the Hearts manager, he's had a difficult week starting with the match against Aberdeen and then the game against Slavia, and I'm sure he'd be delighted to take something out of this particular game. Again, Levine winning it comfortably in the air, and Hearts have the free kick conceded by John Brown for a foul on Gary Mackay. John Brown very much in the thick of the action in the early stages of this match. It's the Dutchman Peter Van de Ven to take the free kick. Aimed at Baird, but headed away by Gough. Derek Ferguson getting the touch. Well, Baird was almost through, but Richard Gough doing enough to block his ambitions. A testing little moment that for the Rangers defence. Again, McCoist being watched all the way by Hogg, but this time the Rangers striker wins the free kick. He can always manage a bit of a smile, Ali McCoist. But, so far he's been tightly marked. John Brown's free kick. Well, Gough was in there, but the referee had given the free kick, indicating that Gough did a bit of climbing. So it was a long free kick from John Brown. Gough was well forward, but the referee judged that he'd climbed onto the back of Neil Berry. Stuart McCall. Ali McCoist. Ian Durrant. It breaks through now to McCall. And Stuart McCall has scored for Rangers. Well, the ball breaking to McCall with 30 minutes gone. He gets his second goal of the season. He scored last week against Little. The ball took a deflection off the defender, and McCall slotted it past Henry Smith. Rangers 1, Hearts 0. There's McCall again, involved in the battle. It comes off to Derek Ferguson. Referee allowing play to go on after Durrant had clashed with Crabb. That's McPherson under a bit of pressure. Gets it to his goalkeeper. A rather fortunate clearance there by Andy Gorham. Found Ali McCoist. Now it's Houstra. Returned by Mauchline. Gary Mackay. Craig Levine racing through the middle. That's a good ball through towards Levine, and well read by Andy Gorham. But Gorham is hot there as Levine made the challenge. Here's the incident again. It was a fine ball from Gary Mackay on the outside of Richard Gough. John Brown was toiling to get back, and of course Levine is a player of great pace. And you can see that as he went in, he caught Andy Gorham on the ankle. Andy Gorham had raised his foot. But I do feel a measure of sympathy for the Hearts player there. So it's Brown who takes the kick. Gorham has recovered. And now Craig Levine is on the ground. So he gets back to his feet, and referee McVicker will have to keep a close watch on things. Houstra was involved there. Well, this is a fixture that always has a very competitive edge, but we've got to hope that the players concentrate on playing football as much as possible. A high upward ball for Andy Gorham. He takes no chance by punching it away. Derek Ferguson coming in, it's cleared though by John Brown, now it's picked up by Ali McCoy for Rangers. Well, there's a tug at McCoy's jersey there by Hogg, but he got away with it. The referee is allowing advantage, but I don't see what advantage there is when the striker's lying on the ground. McCoy was taken from behind by Hogg. The referee decided to play what advantage there was to Rangers. Cole winning it for Rangers. McCoy's in there. It's a difficult one for the referee. McCoy was late there. There's the challenge. He went in late there and high. But the Hearts player has recovered. Derek Ferguson stepping in for Hearts. It's Moughlan. Again, the crowd roaring. A lot of late challenges going in. Moughlan himself had to late clear, and now Houstra is going to be in trouble with the referee for his challenge on Peter van de Ven. It really is getting ridiculous. David McPherson galloping forward on the right. Ian Ferguson in there. That's a good block though by Graham Hogg. Now it's Ian Durrant. Through for Ali McCoy, who's onside. Houstra turning, and it was Derek Ferguson doing some very good defensive work indeed. And he concedes the corner kick. Some good play there by Rangers, and Derek Ferguson responding well. So the corner kick will be taken by Ian Durrant. Richard Gough is well forward, so too is McPherson. In comes Gough, it's headed away though by Levine. It was Ian Ferguson getting it back for Rangers to Trevor Stephen. Now it's Ian Durrant. It's a bad time for Hearts to lose a second goal. Gough's up there, Berry it was, who got the touch, McCall! And well saved by Henry Smith. Well, that was a vital save for Hearts. Now a minute into injury time, it was Durrant's cross. Neil Berry got the half clearance, and there was McCall with a difficult shot for the goalkeeper coming through a ruck of players. And there goes the half-time whistle. Applause ringing round the stadium, mainly from the Rangers fans. And there's the man who scored the only goal of the game so far, Stuart McCall, after 30 minutes of ball breaking to him. And he slotted away behind Henry Smith. The half-time score here at Ibrox Stadium, Rangers 1, Hearts 0. So it's Hearts who start the second half as this large crowd settles down again. Rangers have made no changes, but Hearts have. Glyn Snodden has come on for Ali Moughlan, and you've got to speculate at this stage that maybe Joe Jordan has taken the Hearts midfielder off because he was booked in that first half. Here come Hearts, and that was Snodden well forward. It's David Robertson who concedes the corner kick. I'm just making the point there that Rangers had gone out of Europe. They went out of the Skull Cup semi-finals to Hibs, and they lost here in the Championship to Aberdeen. So an early corner to Hearts. Baird's in there, he gets in the header. That's a marvellous save by Andy Gorham, diving down to his right-hand post. Well, Baird found an amazing amount of room. Well, again, it's all a bit frantic in these opening stages. It's Derek Ferguson. Good ball out towards Tosh McKinlay. McKinlay taking on McPherson. And again, it's Baird in there. The first time shot crashing off the bar. Well, they've played just 2.5 minutes of this second half, and Ian Baird could easily have had a couple of goals. Certainly Walter Smith won't be too happy with Rangers defending in these opening stages. It's Peter Houstra. Ali McCoist. Well, it was brilliantly struck by McCoist, first time. Durant and Houstra combined. The cross was whipped in, and that was McCoist's first time before the challenge could be made on him. Nice switch of play by Ian Durant. David McPherson. Ali McCoist! Well, now the chances are coming thick and fast. Ian Baird might have it too. Ali McCoist might have it too. In the second half, it was a nice switch of play by Ian Durant, then McPherson providing the cross, and again McCoist reacting well. Hogg couldn't get near him, and Henry Smith definitely toiling there. Richard Gough is taking a bit of a knock. He's back on his feet though. It's Van de Ven playing it through to Baird. Laid off by Crabb to Berry. Again, Craig Levein has moved well forward. This is obviously a tactic for the second half. It goes to Snodden. Levein stays left. Snodden trying the shot. And not a bad effort from out there. He was obviously hoping to catch Andy Gorham. Well, Snodden has still to start the match this season, and not a bad effort. It's Gough breaking out of defence. The Rangers getting plenty of players forward here. Houstra's on the left, so too is Durant. It's through to Houstra, he's onside. Oh, what a terrific save by Henry Smith. Well, he had a great save just before half-time to keep Hearts in the match, and he does it again. Derek Ferguson playing it through. It's cut out though by Richard Gough. In steps David Robertson. Well, Gough has taken a knock, colliding with his own player. Play going on now. The Rangers skipper is still on the ground. McPherson playing it through to Ian Ferguson. McCoist in the middle. Houstra's arriving, so too is Durant. Ian Durant gets across goal. Ali McCoist! And it's 2-0 to Rangers. 59 minutes gone, but Ian Durant has taken an injury. Rangers though score a vital goal in what's been a very difficult match. Ali McCoist gets goal number 13 of the season. It was great play by Ian Durant. It was Ian Ferguson who played the ball through to him. Hogg was coming across and caught the Rangers player, but he really teed it up for Ali McCoist. Rangers have the bit between their teeth now. They'll go in for the kill. It was Neil Berry making the challenge. Well, Ali McCoist won't get many easier chances than that, but he does finish them so well, doesn't he? Well, the goalkeeper has picked up the ball from the pass back, and the free kick will be awarded just about, 7 yards from goal. Well, Henry Smith forgetting the rules there, and he actually did that in the Scottish Cup semi-final against Airdrie last season. It proved very costly indeed, and this could really finish Hearts off now. It has to be indirect. Durant and Houstra poised over the ball. Ian Ferguson can fairly blast it, but it's Ali McCoist! And the defensive wall stands firm. Trevor Stephen with the cross, and well handled by Henry Smith. Well, he'll be absolutely raging with himself. So it was played, shot there to Ali McCoist, who fairly blasted it. Levine. Eamon Bannon pops up now on the right. And McCall took a hefty knock. He was trying to pick his spot with the clearance. And quite a bad collision. Well, it looks quite bad for Stuart McCall, who opened the scoring for Rangers. Just returned after illness, and now he has to leave the field because of injury. He's not enjoying the best of fortune. And on comes young David Hagan for his debut, just 19 years of age. Houstra has decided to stay out there on the right side. In the late stages he does well here. Peter Houstra, Ian Ferguson's in there, and Henry Smith in the thick of it all. Eventually takes possession. Excellent play it was by the Dutchman, who was brought from FC 20 Enschede for £300,000. Got through, played the ball in, and Smith was under a lot of pressure there, but eventually took control. Brown plays it through to McCoist. It's Hogg in there again, and the ball goes behind for the corner. It's all a bit elementary now. Well, Graham Hogg has taken part in every game for Hearts this season, today being his 11th start. He's also 2 appearances as substitute. Richard Gough coming forward for what is likely to be the last move of the match. And it's well handled by Henry Smith, the referee. You can see there checking his watch, and there goes the final whistle. 2 more valuable points for Rangers, who move clear at the top of the Premier Division. And there's the man who wrapped it up for them in the second half. It was fine play in the right-hand side of the field by Ian Ferguson. He got the ball through to Ian Durant. Durant showed a lot of bravery, took a knock as he got the ball into the path of McCoist, and he finished it off with great aplomb. The full-time score here at Ibrox Stadium, Rangers 2, Hearts 0. Walter, that's a game you'll be glad to have behind you, especially after a tough midweek tie for both clubs.
Yes, I think at the end of that match there, I think both sets of players showed a bit of tiredness, and it was a particularly competitive game. First half hour or so, I think, took a lot out of both sets of players. But once it settled down, there was some good football played in the second half of the match.
It wasn't exactly a classic in the first half, was it?
No, the first half of the game was, I think, typical when you meet the teams for the first time. You're at the top of the league, you're tying for a championship race, and it was one of these games where there was a lot of needly fouls, and players were quick to each other, and a bit of mistiming in terms of tackles. But I didn't think the game was any danger of going out of control or anything like that.
And I know it's early still, but you've gone clear at the top of the league tonight. Another pleasing feature for you?
Yeah, as I don't think in recent seasons we've been top of the league quite as early as this, but I'm just delighted about that, and I just hope we can stay there now.